Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be using Erank to browse the most successful Etsy shops. And some of these stores are making over 700 sales a day. Yes, that is true. 700 sales. So before we start browsing these stores, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel and you want to learn how to build an impactful Etsy business, don't forget to subscribe today. I do upload weekly videos to help you grow your business. So make sure to subscribe and give this girl a thumbs up on this video. So if you are a new Etsy seller or maybe you want to open a second shop, I highly recommend using eRank to see what's currently trending. You're also able to see the top sellers, and you could also browse by category. So you can see the top sellers by categories. So if you're thinking of starting, let's say a sticker store, or you want to sell planners, or you want to sell vintage, you will be able to see what to sell on Etsy based on what people are selling. And that's going to give you an idea if what you have in mind will be successful. It also give you an idea if what you're trying to sell is in a saturated market. Now, it is harder to sell items that are in a saturated market, but a lot of these stores are pretty fairly new and they're killing on Etsy. So it's not impossible. It might mean that you might have to work a little bit harder. It might mean that you might have to spend a little bit more on marketing. And it might be you have to have a maybe an email list, start growing your social media presence, and doing more than the average Etsy seller does, right? To grow in a market that's very saturated. But it doesn't mean that's impossible. So just keep that in mind. I think there's a lot of times people say, well, I can't grow my jewelry business because Etsy, it's very saturated market. Well, there's a lot of jewelry stores that open new on Etsy and they are successful. And the difference between them is that they work a little bit harder, they have better photos, they have better marketing plans, they have a strategy. So you have to make sure that you're doing the same. When you go to eRank, you're able to see up here which of these like categories are the top sellers. So if you were to click on, let's say, art and collections, you're able to see here, these are the stores that are the top ones. And if you open or if you click here, you'll be able to visit the actual store and you'll be able to see that this is the top store for arts. So let's go ahead and actually click on the actual link. Sorry about that. So let's look at this store just to have an idea. Let me open this one again. I guess I have to click here instead. So this is the store here. And this store has been open since 2016. So it's fairly new. And they have over 133,000 sales. So that shows you that you could have a new store, be in a saturated market, and still make a killing if you do it the correct way, like this store has done it. So as you can see, they sell Lightroom filters for bloggers. And these are filters that you could buy and you can make your pictures like certain colors, like pink or bluish colors, and it just helps you with your feed, like for Instagram. I think majority of people use it for blogging and for Instagram, or whenever they share a picture online. And then these are all the different colors that they sell. So if this is something that you do already and you're knowledgeable and you know how to do Lightroom textures like this with different colors, this might be something that you might think of doing and starting an Etsy shop on. But as you can see, as we talked about, that's a new store and they're making a killing. So it is possible to have a new store in something that's in a saturated market and start making money. And as you can see, these are all the different categories. So you could just click here and go to that particular category. Let's go to pets and supplies just for fun and giggles. So this store has 86,000 sales. So let's check out this store. So it's called Puddle Jumper Pups. So this store, I mean, it's been around since 2012. And they sell, oh, okay, they sell leashes or collars, and they're really cute. But yeah, I mean, 86,000 sales, that's really impressive. and they only have 213 items. That's why a lot of times people say, do I need a lot of items? It really depends. Obviously, if you have more listings, the more keywords you could use and the more you get search and more, traffic you drive. But it's not necessarily that you have to have 1,000 listings to make a lot of sales. This is an example of a store that only has 213. I'm sure if they added more listings, probably their sales would be a little bit higher than 86,000. But I mean, 86,000 is very impressive for selling collared for dogs. So it's really, really cool that they're in the top percentage for pet supplies. And let's look at another one. Let's take a look at jewelry, because that one seems to be very popular on my Etsy group. So this store here has 421,000 listings. So let's click there. Or 421,000 sales, not listings. And let's go to the store. So this store has been open also since 2012. They have 421,000 sales, which is, my God, I wish I had that many sales. And they have only also 241 items, so it's not that many items. I think with them, it's just the simplicity of it. And this is something that I always talk about, just making it nice and simple. And it's very beautiful. It's very just a picture of somebody wearing the earrings or the necklace or the ring. Just very simple and somebody actually wearing it. I particularly purchase better when it's a picture of somebody wearing it versus when it's a mannequin or the picture's like on top of a rock or something. It's very distracting. But when you have it this way with a simple background or somebody wearing it, it just looks so much better. So this is another thing that you could do. You could use this information. Who are the top in your particular niche? And you can learn from these people. A lot of these people probably already have experience selling prior to Etsy, maybe, right? Or maybe not. Maybe they sell on Amazon or other e-commerce platforms. Whatever the deal is, you could come in here, you could look for someone in your particular niche, and you could see what exactly, how do their photos look? How do their listings descriptions look? What are they doing that you're not doing? And maybe you could learn from them. I'm not saying to copy them. I'm saying you could learn and get inspired and do something similar to the point that is better quality, better photos. Maybe they have 3 photos, you add 10 photos, right? Or maybe you like the style of photos that they're doing and you kind of do the same thing for your own products and services. But this is a great tool not only to determine, what you're going to start in your Etsy store, but also if you are a seasonal seller or if you're already an Etsy seller, to kind of go in here and see what's trending, what's popular, and kind of taking it from there and saying, okay, well, this is trending. This is something I'm really interested in doing. Let me go ahead and do a Etsy store on this particular topic because I was already thinking of doing it. But if you go in here, you're able to browse, like I said, any categories. And right here, it shows you the top sellers. And then right here, it tells you the most sales done. So this is from yesterday, Saturday, today's Sunday. If you click here, this store, Louis Marks Photo, sold 784 sales, which is incredible. I think the most sales I've ever gotten in one day is like 32 sales. And a lot of them were like $2. So this is actually the same store I think that we just went to. Let's click on it really quick. And it is the same store just by coincidence, or maybe I did click on it earlier. So this is the top store. And let's go ahead and look at and 784. Wow, that's crazy. They're making good money. And this is a top seller with 718,000 sales. And let's see what type of stuff this person sells. So it looks like planners and stickers, I think. Let's go in there and check it out. So it is Planner Kate. And yeah, it's a lot of different planners, colors, stickers. So she has a lot of listings. She has 1,700. So it's probably helping her a lot as well, having so many listings. And her prices are very reasonable. And when you go to her store, you know exactly what her store is about. It's very niche. She has a very niche. She has a pretty banner. She does have the free shipping on all US orders 35 and up, so that's really good. So yeah, she's doing a really good job with her store. Um, but as you guys could see, the planner industry is very popular. And for her to be an Etsy seller since 2014, which doesn't seem that long ago, right? I mean, it's a couple years now. That's a pretty impressive amount to sell in 5 years. So that's actually pretty good. Let's look at this one here, Nicole Bruin. She has 551,000 sales just to see what she sells. Okay. So this person sells charms, it looks like. Yes, they do. And the pictures are very simple. It just shows the charms. The pricing is very cheap. And look at how many sales. Wow, 551,000. She's she's been a member since 2009. She actually has a large amount of listings, and that also helps a lot as well. So, yeah, so here are the top Etsy sellers lists. I highly recommend you guys using this if you're thinking of doing a new store, if you want to look at your competitors, see what exactly they're doing that you're not doing. And keep in mind, you could just go here, select the category that you're in or the category that you're thinking of going in, and then you're able to kind of look at the different stores here and see how many sales they have. So for instance, if you were doing research on weddings, you will click on weddings and you will go to the first store or whatever store, maybe catches your eye, and you kind of look through them. So this store has been open since 2013 and they have 486,000 sales. And this will give you a really good idea of what the stores are doing. How do their banners look? What type of logo are they using? How do their photos look, right? What colors are they using for branding? How are they promoting their photos? Are they using models? Are they using just props? Are they using mock-ups? Like, what are they doing differently that you're not doing, but you're kind of selling similar items like them? What updates do they have, right? When you click on the actual listing, right? How do they break down their listing description? Go in here and look at this, like, see, how do they put details? Are there, you know, what type of information are they including? How many photos do they have? This person did an exceptional job. They have, all their photos filled up all the way to the bottom. So this is really, really important to do market research and to also see what your competitors are doing. So I hope that you guys start using this a little bit more often, especially if you're thinking of opening a new Etsy shop. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to leave a comment below if you already used this before or if this is your first time learning about that you were able to browse by top category and also by top sellers. Thank you guys for watching.